Welcome to Tango Kilo Sierra. On this channel, we're just going to basically teach you about various different places of the southeast that people would normally walk out of their houses to go and find. So today, there's this abandoned road in rural Midland, South Carolina that we're going to do some stealth camping on. You hear that? It's an airplane landing on the other side of the highway that we're camping maybe a quarter mile off of. See, where we're at right now is technically airport property. So, figured what would be better for our first stealth camp other than watching some airplanes come in through the sky and being able to stealth camp something that nobody's ever thought about walking back into because they're too scared. Well, decided to start raining on us. We built a pretty quick impromptu little A-frame tarp. Got all of our gear under it. It should be over quick. About to check my phone and make sure the weather isn't going to be too bad tonight. It shouldn't be. But there goes our 17% of rain right there. These are me and my buddies' food for tonight. These are pretty much freeze-dried meals. And one is chili mac, which was one of my favorite MREs when I was in the Marine Corps. Little rewards were fought, people eating this. And then this one is the Jamaican style jerk, rice and beans with chicken. So we're gonna give this a good little try. Oh, college tried to turn out a little more watery than I'd like, but what can you do? Good to have something than nothing, right? That's true. See how this is. Tastes like chili. Those are a little bit tough, but that's just bound to happen, really. It's good though. It's good dinner. Not bad. For this stealth camp, we're going to be stealth camping these railroad tracks here next to an abandoned Kmart. That's wild. I used to buy all kinds of stuff out of here. The camping section and everything used to be on this side. It's pretty wild. I know, that's a waste of some good Doritos, but I mean, come on guys. Just for the sake of the video, I'm willing to waste them. Oh yeah, look at them starting up. How about that? Who would have thunk it? Don't drop the spam, that would be bad. That right there, I could cook time and time again. That was phenomenal. I genuinely enjoyed that. Alright everybody, this is my buddy Cody. He's from the YouTube channel Southern Reelers. He's going to help us do our catch and cook tonight.
Nice to meet you. I'm going to go fish.
Wow, some crazy stuff, people. We got a couple of graves out here on Goat Island, and EL there, the smallest one. That's that I read. That's the oldest one on this island. But all of these graves date post Civil War.
Wow, dang, nice.
That's the cow freaking.
That's a big old shell cracker.
Nice catch, dude.
Look at that. That's why you bring a fisherman with you.
You get your one, Tyler?
Yeah, I sure got me one. Come on, little guy.
Let's go.
I don't think he's very big, but it's alright. Hey, keeper bud's a fish for sure, buddy.
Hey, a fish is a fish, am I right?
Fish is a fish, bud. At least we're catching them a little bit. Haven't eaten much since lunch today. How is it, good, buddy?
Pretty good, man.
Awesome. Good stuff, buddy. Good stuff.
Can't go wrong with Chef Boyardee.
Can't go wrong with Chef Boyardee. Alright, my good people, welcome to Springs Park. Originally built here and made famous in the 1940s. It was built and ran by a man that's name was Colonel Elliott Spring, and that's why it's called Spring Park. As you can see by the tiles on the wall and the way this place was built, it was definitely built for somebody to come and use the restroom or shower or just utilize the facilities. You see the old cast iron metal doorways and handrails that used to be out here that would direct you towards the male or female side of this bathhouse. That's pretty cool. As you can see from where I'm standing, and this is about 9 feet deep. Couldn't imagine taking a header off of that into the pool. I bet it'd be refreshing on a nice hot day like this. Wonder how a pumpkin vine ended up at the bottom of a 16-foot pool. Heck if that ain't one though. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So tonight, by popular request, we're going to prepare and try to eat a chili macaroni MRE. While I was in the Marine Corps, this thing right here was a very, very highly sought after MRE. So it should be pretty good. And let's break into it and see what they gave us today, because it's always different. Got the sleeve folded up and our bowl ready to go. Just a little bite-sized little croutons for the chili mac. Pour it in there. Same old gross looking stuff. It's not much. It's enough to survive on for a little bit. And we're just gonna send it. Give me a little scoop out here. Boom. Warm, you can see the steam coming off of it a little bit. Not the worst. There are some really, really, really bad MREs, but this one here, with the jalapeno cheese, phenomenal. We have a special treat for you this evening. We're going to be camping out these woods in this pond behind the Lexington County Sheriff's Office and Detention Center. That, I think, is the impound lot right there where they hold cars from inmates and people that they go and arrest and seize their vehicles for evidence purposes. Sorry. This is definitely a gun. That is an absolute monument to gorgeousness right there. Easy. Put it over here. We'll get our candles going. Having a lot of fun. Freaking doing pumpkins with you, buddy. I got some other chips for our meal later. Spark up our handy dandy torch. Let's see how these corn chips do, guys. Smells like burning corn chips. Oops. We're gonna try to make some spider legs out of these. Remember, turn, don't burn. Well, definitely has 8 legs. Alright, well, we got what would be a little rendition of a finger hot dog here. Down there, gotta find the fingertip. Looks great. Well, it's about as good as it gets. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get some condiments on this, some mayonnaise, some ketchup and mustard. This finger is about to meet an unfortunate demise. I'm about to munch on it.
Gotta find the mayonnaise also. Mayonnaise. The mustard, I'm sure.
We're out here at the Congaree Battle Swamp today. We're gonna walk it, show you some old skirmishes and cool things that are still there from back when the battle happened there during the Civil War. Then we're gonna walk Old State. Old State's one of the most historical roads in the entire Southeast. Come along. To a good video. This road was the very first road that led from Charleston to Columbia. And it was originally a trading route that was used by the Cherokee Indians that settled this land that ran from Charleston to Columbia. George Washington himself rode his horse down this road. This is the bridge that the Confederates tried to burn to keep General Sherman from marching into Columbia. Like I said, they're ultimately unsuccessful, and Union troops still crossed the bridge anyway after killing about 1,500 Confederate soldiers down just this 3-mile stretch of road. Wow, look at all the trees they've cleared out here. This right here, you couldn't even see. That's Casey over there. You couldn't even see through this wooded area. They've cut back trees big time out here. We should make good for good moonlight as we make our night hike back. All right, so we have now reached the end of the Walk of Old State. Good job, good buddy. 3 whole miles here, 3 whole miles back. But man, am I glad we made it. Towards the end of this road is a spooky old church. We're gonna cross this fence here. We're gonna see if we can go and mess around over there before the light averts us. Yeah, let's get out of here. Today, we've got this little forest called the White Forest up the way from our house a little ways. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna crack open a cold one. We're gonna wait this rain out, cook you some food a little bit later, right here on our little back porch we got set up. And maybe this rain will taper off, but either way, we're gonna get y'all some good content. We appreciate you tuning in.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, buddy. Camping in the rain ain't never easy. So you always want to prepare a little bit. And although we misprepared as far as getting out here before the rain got so bad, I'm gonna prepare by drying the firewood a little bit with one of these tarps over here. But the first thing I want to show you before we do so, we had some problems with water pulling up on top of our tarp here. So I took a basic stick and a little bit of 550 cord, which you should have in, just like I told you, any camping pack or camping accessories. Found a little stick, drove it down on the ground, and now we have drainage. The last thing you want to be woken up by in the middle of the night is a big puddle of water coming right down on you because you didn't prepare for the tarp to collect water, which they're notorious for doing. It's wet out here. It's really hard to keep something going when it's wet out here. Chris has done set up a little drying rack for our wet firewood there. It's working great. It's starting to get pretty rainy, and I'm gonna get good buddy to show you the camp that we've got set up. We're gonna try to stay under our tarp and stay warm and keep our linens getting dry from where we set up camp recently. But we're all pretty decently under this tarp. I think this will work out just fine for tonight. What we're gonna make for you guys tonight is some steak and eggs. We're gonna be eating good tonight, good buddy. That's the type of pink I like in my steak right there. We got cheese also to put on these. So I got mine ready to go. Got me a little hot sauce and my eggs, just like he's about to put on his probably. How's yours, good buddy?
Perfect, man.
Awesome. We got something real special for you today. Seeing as how the Marine Corps birthday and Veterans Day is upon us, which is awesome, I have something that is the most American thing ever. The Capitol Stadium. This is where not only the Capital City Mets, but also the Capital City Bombers played. And then after them, the Columbia Blowfish, before they turned into the Lexington Blowfish. This has been a piece of history here in Columbia for many years. As you can see, the scoreboard and the field behind me, we're going to take you in there, show you a little bit of it. Right here is the wall that's obviously been dilapidated and fallen over the years. And this, my friend, is the Capital City Stadium. This also happens to be the last place in 1956 that Hank Aaron played his last minor league baseball game. Plastic's still in great shape, although it's sun bleached. Still pretty cool to sit here and enjoy it before they destroy it come this spring. So yeah, it's a blessing just to get this and be able to sit in this chair one last time. So this is a really cool sign to see. It'd be a sign that I'd love to have, because this so happens to be the hospital I was born at back in 1994. Richland Memorial Hospital. How about that sign? It's still in great shape, and it's been out here in the elements. Boy, do I hope that they try to auction off some of these signs before they tear this down this spring. Because I would totally spend about $100, $200 on something like that. Nah, not really. Coors, that's the king beer. So we continue along here. Looks like a crappy water fountain. But this one is locked also. Dang. Got a mattress here where some holes. Somebody called the police on us. Hopefully we don't get in too much trouble for being out here. We really aren't doing nothing wrong, but trying to document a place before they tear it to the ground. So, got our firewood. What we got here is the Andes caps and their corn chips. My cousin actually recommended them to see what we could do with them. They ain't like too bad, huh? Just for a little bit of added fun, we're gonna do the funky colored flames that we bought from Walmart today. I think it's about $5 if I ain't mistaken. It's a really fun fire in my backyard here at my new house. We got us a little stove here. It's pretty much an easy to light charcoal little stove. Not stove, but like little grill. Flip. Make sure you turn. Don't burn. And that's what we're gonna have our burgers on. That's about as good as Hawaiian bun with delicious American cheeseburger. Today we've got a little special treat for you that sits across these woods, but first and foremost, I'm out here on Jefferson Island Drive, camping out the family's old property. Whoa, what the was that?
Dude, a deer.
A big deer.
There's another one in there.
Another one over there. What were they doing? As you can see, we got some old oil filters here, just like I told you. Concrete pad that's right there used to be where the oil would be changed, and pretty much anything that had to do with making your car run again would happen right there on that concrete pad. Look, good buddy, look at that. Old Coors can. How about it? How many of these have we can? And look at how old the little logo on it and stuff is. That's gotta be from the 90s. You got your jungle gym here that's shaped like a spider, which I always thought was cool because I'd come over here and walk through the woods and see children playing on it. Pretty abandoned. See where the roof's caved in right here. Man, see what they've been in here tearing out the asbestos roofing and stuff like that. We're gonna be careful walking on this floor. As you can see, here's a hallway with some classrooms. We'll walk back up in there in a minute. You can see this is more of a room with a closet than it is a classroom. I'm gonna fulfill a childhood dream. I'm gonna play on this little jungle gym for a second. Oh yeah. Oh, it's fun and dangerous. Just like it was in the 90s. We've got today for you some old-fashioned potato and ham chowder from Campbell's Chunky. That's gonna be nice and warm. Get our bellies nice and full with some warm potatoes and ham before we crawl into the sleeping bags. It is a frigid night out here for as far as like how early in the year it is. We're gonna find it a nice little home right here in our bed of coals. If you want to eat a good majority of this before it gets cold. Ah, delicious warm meal on a frigid 36-degree night. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, finally get to use this beautiful son of a gun again. We've got options to run some drop core if we wanted to, even though I don't think we're going to need to. We've got a special piece of camping gear I found while I was moving that we're going to put to the test tonight and see how good it works. Then we'll see about getting something together to cook you a good little bit of Thanksgiving dinner, because that's what we're doing here. We're trying to have us a little Friendsgiving, have a fun little video before our next couple of weeks of cold and abandoned places. There we go. Now it's starting. 2, 1. Good job. We got her started up pretty good. Just a little bit of lighter fluid and willpower. Starting to get pretty warm.
Feel that.
And we threw the big part on there, and now she's really getting going.
Oh yeah. That's how you start a fire in the backwoods of South Carolina right there.
That's right. What we got is just a little bit of basic turkey and gravy here. We also got some mashed potatoes to go with the turkey and gravy, and then we've got some macaroni and cheese in the tent, trying to keep it, somewhat warm. Can't expect too much, so we don't have a whole lot to work with. I'm not gonna fret too much, because we're genuinely just out here trying to have a good time and eat some delicious food before we go to bed. But I think we have just enough. That looks like that's gonna turn straight up delicious. Mashed potatoes with the gravy. I love macaroni and cheese either way.
Good job, good buddy.
I wanted to show you our new little piece of camping gear here for the cold season. What it's supposed to do is put out about some odd 100 BTU. What you do is you put, it's like a little lantern, but it's a little lantern that's supposed to produce heat for your tent. And that right there is supposed to warm your tent up over a short period of time, maybe even keep you warm in some weird situations, and you got a lantern. As you can see, this is a nice little warehouse that used to sit out here and house God knows what. Woo! Go get it, boys! I love seeing military helicopters riding through this part of town. Alright, so, man, got hit in the face by a bug. Oh, look at that. This used to have a little railroad that led right up to it. Wow. Who would have thunk it? How cool. Just a forgotten about warehouse that is as modern as this is. But, like we say here at Tango Kilo Sierra, ain't nothing ever forgot about, just as long as we can still see it. You can see where the old railroad tracks used to lead on down this little way here. It's so cool to see it still here. And you never would have known it was here unless you came back here and just, explored. So I love about doing this as just for fun, and to just get out of the house and get away from things, is discover things that I never would have seen unless I came out here. So I encourage you guys, go out in nature, go explore that random weird place that you didn't think anything would be, because this is the kind of cool things that you could find. As you can see behind me is Williams-Brice Stadium. That's literally how close we are to Willie B tonight, the home of the University of South Carolina Gamecocks. Get all that nice, delicious seasoning in there. Oh yeah, that canned chicken was a great idea. Although we didn't have the can opener, that little thing right there definitely came in handy. That's delicious. As you can see, good buddies over there. His looks good and spicy like he likes it. We're gonna get it munched down, and then we'll see you guys at bedtime. Got a couple of foreskins here that I have left over. Might as well try it. If I don't like it, we'll never try it again. You hear them crackling? Sounds like they're cooking. Surprisingly, it goes to bed together a heck of a lot better than you think it would. That's actually really delicious. Pork skins and ramen noodles. Who would have thunk it? Hello everyone, and welcome to our 12th installment of Tango Kilo Sierra. We are camping in an abandoned rest area where there was no running water or facilities to use. It was just a parking lot to stop. These are pretty much liquid salt. It's what they use here in the South, mostly South Carolina, because our roads don't freeze. Our ground rarely freezes. what we're gonna show you now is where we're gonna set up our tent for tonight. It's supposed to rain in the morning, so that ought to be fun. But thankfully for this little camp here, we have our new little Mr. Little friend here, our little buddy, our Mr. Buddy Heater. There she is. Couldn't see it until I turned the corner. Got cami netting to help with the mast for our cooking segment. We've got the light here. Got our camouflage tarp for when it rains in the morning, not only, but also for masks from that road, because you never know. There could be a cop riding back here, people just looking to get off the road for the night, because you can easily access it with the vehicle. There's just barricades set up. You can drive around. Got our camp set up, as you can see. Good buddy's on that side, and his rain jacket's ready to go. I'm on this side, my rain jacket's ready to go. Mr. Buddy is the centerpiece of our setup here. He's gonna do great. And our gear is all set up right behind us, so it can stay dry also. Looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. I think it's gonna be a great night, very fun, and enjoy our night out here next to I-20. That was scary. Had our first person pull up off the side of the interstate. Must have been looking for directions or something, but you never can be too sure. We were sitting right here on the edge of the road, watching the cars go by because there's nothing much more to do. And I noticed that somebody pulled up over there just right off the interstate. Thankfully, no issues. It wasn't the police. And we should be able to resume our camp as we were. So cheesy cheddar, rotini pasta, and a creamy cheese sauce. I'm gonna put some chicken chunks in that. I know everybody was telling me last week about how they wish I would have used that can opener in a different way, but you live and you learn, and one of my ways of learning is to get the can opener built in. Take a first bite. That's really delicious. Still really hot, but really delicious. Give me a good dinner tonight. Nice and warm, nice and cheesy. Got some chicken in there because it didn't come with the meat. Oh yeah, it'll be good. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to home for the night. We are gonna get up in this little pipe here, set us up our little one-man tent, have us a couple of beers, and just genuinely enjoy being out here in nature, out here in Columbia, South Carolina, where you would never expect something like this to be a possibility. But boy, am I glad it is. As you can see, I've got camp set up here. Got it closed off until I'm ready to go to bed. We got it pushed up into this little pipe, deep enough to where there's gonna be no issues, and nobody will be able to see me from the path over there. What we got here is some spaghetti and with beef and sauce. So that's gonna be great. Let's see what we got first. We got that peanut butter and apple jelly. Let's go. We got our spaghetti with beef and sauce here. That's our main meal. Chocolate chip toaster pastry. Some multigrain snack bread, which is never good. Our utility pack here, which has toilet paper, gum, you know, beverage, all that good stuff in there. We got raisins and our 4-stage heater, which when I was in the Marine Corps was only 2. Our milk chocolate and cocoa beverage, which I'll just probably take home. Yeah. So I'm gonna get this heater and main meal worked out, and as you can see, it's already starting to smoke. As you can see, pretty greasy little raisins. Pretty delicious. Not too bad. Yeah. Same little crappy piece of bread as it always was. And the great thing about these MRE sleeves is you can stash all your trash back in, because we pack it in and we pack it out. Get our apple jelly here open. It's about as good as it gets. I'll just go ahead and send it. The bread is awful as usual. Really dry. But the peanut butter and jelly, pretty delicious actually. But you can see the steam coming off of it a little bit. Down the hatch, ladies and gents. As always, stupendously awful. Will they get you through? Dang straight. But is it the most delicious thing on earth? God, no. But as you can see, just like a regular little Pop-Tart. Actually, pretty dang good. As you can see, got our backpack for a pillow. We're gonna curl up in here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get us some sleep. As you can hear, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning in the train. It just never stops. But thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you in the morning. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our 14th installment of Tango Kilo Sierra. I figured, seeing how I'm at almost 500 subscribers, which I greatly appreciate everyone who subscribed. You keep that up, my great people. I would do something a little bit dangerous and or fun and or cold. For tonight, in between these two little air conditioners, is going to be home for us. As you can see, I'm in the on this roof, sitting down on the little firewall here, trying to stay stealthy and quiet until the sun goes down. Got all our stuff staged out front of our little shelter for the night. We're gonna get that moved in there and, you know, get set up later on. It's not that bad, you know. It's right here next to the little air conditioner. There's a gas line there, so we have to be ever careful and vigilant. But it's not too bad. You see the Mr. Buddy here. We got our gear at the top there, so if we have to get out quick, we can. 5 Points, just a little history on it. It was built in the 1940s. My grandmother grew up here, so the building I'm currently standing on top of was built all the way back around World War II era. So that's pretty cool. You're gonna get to camp somewhere where somebody's probably never camped before, like ever. Got a helicopter coming by. It's pretty cool. The fountain behind me put here in 1997. As you can see, it's a pretty hustling and bustling side of town. So that brings us to where we're gonna get us some food. Walked around for a minute, didn't see anywhere too particularly appetizing, but I think we found our place. Got some delicious food from Eddie's Calzones here. If you ever come through town, check them out too. Better than Papa John's or Domino's or any of that stuff. Back up the ladder we go. Made it to the top of the ladder. See how far it is down to the ground. Pretty scary. It's about 13-14 foot drop. Gonna grab our plate of food here, make it up this secondary ladder. Ain't she pretty? One of the most beautiful and delicious calzones in Colombia. Oh yeah. This is what they call the meat-tacular or something of that nature. Look at that. All right, let's give it a try. Oh, delicious. A lot better than MRE. I'm very glad we got off the roof to go get this. It's delicious. Hey, calzones. I have to try it out. As you can see, got our little shelter going on. We got on 2 jackets, a shirt and a long sleeve shirt, a pair of pants, and a pair of sweatpants on over that. Then I got on 2 pairs of socks. So I should stay pretty warm tonight. Like I said, about 36 degrees out here, so you know, it's a little challenge. But yep, we shall see you guys in the morning. Thanks for tuning in. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our 16th installment of Tango, Kilo, Sierra. I'm out here at this old abandoned plant where they used to make duct tape and various different chemicals. I'm gonna walk you around out here and show you all the abandoned stuff that they left behind when they moved back in 2015. Now I'm gonna find me a little room to camp in and stay warm because it's gonna be about 31 degrees tonight, and I have something awesome planned for you for dinner. Just give you a quick overview of how massive this plant is here. One lonely little drill press. Got us a little litter here. That's pretty cool. Just since 2015, Mother Nature has really taken this place back over. As you can see, this big gaping hole here gotta lead to somewhere awesome. Wow, would you look at that? It's a big giant factory. And the sign over there says carts, forklift traffic area, so it's pretty cool. You got some rollers up here and your little place that controlled it. God only knows what that is. I never worked in a factory or had any family members that did, so like I said, if you know any of this equipment and want to comment and tell me what it is, I'd really appreciate it. But that brings us to our little duct tape rolls here. As you can see, still got duct tape on it, but that's duct tape before they add the adhesive. I think that's what happened back there, is that's where they would add the adhesive on before they set it to cure. God, look at some of this electrical. Some of these transistors and little capacitors and God only knows what else. Most of this stuff looks pretty old. You can see where the dust on the ground is from where has been a whole lot of people in here. This looks like the blue duct tape roller here. Got a bunch of other steel rollers there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just had somebody pull up on me out here in a old golf cart, which is weird because you don't really see anybody out here in these kind of spots like this. So I wanted to do this real quick and show you home for tonight. Got this little room here. We're gonna set up our cot. Got this little window and the Mr. Buddy heater there. So like I told you, it's gonna be 31 degrees tonight. But cozy little room. Should be easy to keep warm. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I was gonna camp here, but I just got ran off. The gentleman did not give me permission to put him in this video. As you can see, got my gear here and got my cousin coming to pick me up. But damn, I really wish I could have stayed the night and finished this off for you guys, but I did not know that there was going to be a guard at an abandoned factory that has been abandoned for the past 6 years. Hello everyone, and welcome to our 18th installment of Tango, Kilo, Sierra. Today, we're out here on beautiful Lake Murray once again. As you can see, we've got our hole, a little fire pit that somebody set up for us here. That's where we'll be making our bed for the night. Yeah, I could use it as like a pickaxe type thing here. I'm gonna dig this out and dig it out and let it dry out. You gotta let it dry out. for something that just gets sent to you in the mail, a little shovel ain't bad. Oh, let's see how tall this thing is. It's pretty nice. This, ladies and gentlemen, is home for the night. We'll reinforce that corner that's flappy. But it is not too bad looking, if you ask me. I've got us some dill picklers here, some dill pickle chips. We get this fire started with them with nothing but a Bic lighter. I have some of these for a snack later too, because they're some of my favorite chips. See what we can do here. There she goes. Starting up pretty good. As you can see, getting it rolling. Donated by Awesome Uncle and Awesome Aunt, we have our beef taco MRE. We've got some Zapple sauce. Then our 3-stage heater, some tortillas. Then we've got jalapeno cheddar tortilla crackers, which are usually combos. And then our lemon lime beverage powder. I wonder why they sent barbecue sauce. I don't think you really need barbecue sauce for a taco, but as long as they ain't got taco powder on it, we'll try it, we'll heat it up with it, and we'll see how good it is. Fill it with some water. Get some of the air out of it. Seal it off. Don't get all the air out of it because it will pop. Yeah. Works out just as good as any other way of doing it. Gotta open our applesauce, our Zapple sauce. See how it is. Comes out weird brownish color here. Not too bad. Not like it is out of the jar either though. All right. See how this is. For anybody who knows me, you can tell by my facial expression the way this thing tastes. All right. Now, bear with me here. That is not awful. They're way worse than MREs. It still has that old meat taste to it, though. They'll never perfect that taste, I'll tell you that. Let's see if drenching it in barbecue sauce makes it taste any better. They wouldn't have sent the barbecue sauce if this was delicious, I'll tell you that. It's alright. Good enough to survive off of, at least. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our 20th installment of Tango Kilo Sierra. Today, we're on the roof of a neighborhood Walmart. It's an abandoned neighborhood Walmart out here in the eastern part of Columbia. This is a 20-piece lone wolf, one person, one day survival kit. So one of the first things I'm seeing is this really cool compass. Then we've got our lifeboat ration here. It says new Millennium Energy Bar, vanilla flavored, emergency drinking water. And so pretty much you tear it open there. And I've had the tabs that are supposed to, smells like regular water. Tastes like just regular bottled water. I could definitely live off of that. What I don't know if I'm gonna be able to live off of is the lifeboat ration. That's gonna be the test. But as far as water goes, it's not bad. I've had crappier water out the faucet. So we've got our chem light. These chem lights are good for like roof situations like this, or any situations in the woods where it's super dark. You break these, tie them up in a tree, and it'll direct you back to where you came from. Then you got your emergency disaster guide that they sent you. Supply checklist there for any kind of crazy disaster. And then you've got before, during, and after instructions there. Got some mask. I'm sure we've all seen millions of these in the past couple of years. We got our bandages. Send you a whole pack of, you know, the regular Band-Aids here. 2 chem lights. Pretty much what this is for. It's just like, it's like gauze, you know. And what you do is you cut away at this big piece of mesh here, and then you fold it up. And as you fold it up, it should get easier to stop blood or any kind of thing that you need on there. Then it comes with these safety pins, so you can safety pin it tight around your arm. Then, of course, your space blanket. We're going to be using this space blanket tonight. It is pretty much our only mode of heat. And then, of course, your good old-fashioned emergency whistle, which we're trying to be stealthy, so we're going to refrain from using in this particular video. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is your Walmart survival kit that you can buy for $16 at Walmart. So that's everything that comes inside of your Walmart reusable waterproof bag there. Let's try our energy bar here. Utilize our last little bit of sunshine we got. So I broke a little off. Looks like maybe a peanut butter bar or something of that nature. That dude would quit driving around with his little fart can. But like I said, it looks like a little peanut butter bar. So that actually is not that bad, guys. Tastes like what I think. I don't know, like, you ever eat a stale vanilla wafer? Exactly what it tastes like. But it'll keep you alive. I've had worse than MREs, that's for sure. Something about them Carolina skies. Hello everyone, and welcome to our 22nd installment of Tango Kilo Sierra. We're out here next to beautiful Lake Murray, camping at a camping area at the beautiful Marina, Siesta Cove Marina, here in Gilbert, South Carolina. Let me show you where home for the night is. All right. Awesome uncle was gracious enough to let us borrow his van to camp in for the night, so we didn't have to go and order one from U-Haul and go through all that rigmarole. But as you can see, got my cot set up, got me a little area here in front where I'm gonna be cooking some delicious food, and it ought to be a pretty fun camp. We got our whole entire setup going on here. Got our cooler and beers and all of our good stuff under our cot. So I mean, it's pretty roomy. I'm enjoying it. It's raining off and on, so definitely got to stay dry, keep the back of the truck dry also. Put a quarter in the fish food here. As you can see, we're out here on the dock. We're camped back around the corner that way. Yeah, them fish love that food. Look at them. These are mostly shell cracker and things of that nature. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that brings us to our cooking segment. Got some potatoes, and we got some corned beef here that we're gonna mix up in this pot and make super delicious for you guys. So we're gonna pour this contents into here, take our meat here. This is of course deli sliced because it would have taken me forever to make some actual corned beef. You know, just break it up. We'll mix that in there as need be. I like bigger slices more than small. That's starting to become absolutely delicious. I'm gonna take a bite for you guys real fast. That's a good bite right there. I'm gonna have to blow on it first. It's the ultimate test, people. Happy St. Patrick's Day. beautiful, delicious. And we're gonna top it off with one of our delicious coolers. Goes together perfectly. Needless to say, that's probably one of the best meals I ever made. Today, it's a little bit windy, but as you guys voted for in the poll, you wanted to see me camp out in an abandoned industrial park. Appreciate everyone who put their input in and made sure that their voices was heard. Got your loading dock here. I'm pretty sure it was a chemical factory. From what I read, what shut this place down was there was a boiler room explosion that killed one man. What happened is that the gauges went crazy, it started to overheat, and it blew up from that factory and then shot it all the way across that highway right there. But as you can see, everything is just charred, burnt to a crisp on the roof and all around these office buildings here. Somebody's busted this wall in. You can see we've got an old box spring and a tire graveyard going on back there. Somebody been back here vandalizing stuff, as you can see, but it's burnt to a crisp. I mean, I guess there really isn't much to vandalize it when it's burnt to the ground. Says effective 7/1 of 09, no smoking in shop area. Man, to think about just that small of an amount of time ago, you were allowed to still smoke cigarettes inside. I've got for you today is a Polish MRE. As you can see, it's in English and in Polish. This was got because I was able to use some of my donation money that everybody's been giving me as a little backbone to get this stuff. But let's break this open. And then here we have our well, that's completely in Polish, so I'm not sure what that is. Let's see. We'll enter that and check it out though. Then we've got our what I presume to be the hydration bag with the Gatorade inside of it. Then this right here is I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna make it through here and I'm gonna find the English on this bag. I'm gonna show you everything and I'm gonna lay it all out and explain it to you. So there's that there. We have our main meal, which is crazy looking here. You can tell they truly care about their military in Poland. Then we've got some little dehydrated crackers here. Then we've got our accessories pack here. Got some Ziploc bags, some toilet paper. This comes with a couple of hard candies and some tea and a wet nap. We've got some kind of fruits. I can make out that word, fruit, some kind of fruit bar. Meat with buckwheat groats is what this is. Tylorian lunch meat. This must be our Tylorian lunch meat. Special rusk, which is what I presume this is. Our concentrated isotonic drink, which is pretty much a good way of saying Gatorade. Lymphanized fruit mix. And then we got, in our accessories pack, we got chewing gum, coffee candy, vitamin C candy, and salt and pepper. Then we've got a handkerchief, plastic Ziploc bags, a disposable spoon, and a drinking straw. So that's everything that comes in here. Then we've got our little MRE heater here. Let's break into our little fruit bar here. See what that tastes like. What I'm seeing immediately, it's got this weird film on it. I think you're supposed to take off because it's like paper. It just keeps tearing. Here, let's see what happens when we do this. I don't know what's up with this paper, but it's so hard to pull off of here. I don't know. I ain't eating it if the paper won't come off of this for sure. Oh boy. I should have put that in the heater, and I didn't. I'm pretty sure this is the lunch meat. Let's send that. It's not bad. Tastes like potted meat. Yeah, not the best, but do the trick, especially if I would have been smart enough to heat it up. Give it a good old Randy, good old fashioned shaky shaky. See what it tastes like. It smells like lemon lime. Tastes like a lemon head. That looks like cat food and half cooked meat. Yeah. Well, it's not raw, it's cooked. Not bad. That's what grouse looks like. Better give those a run. Oh god, that's as bad as a freaking American MRE. Just tastes old. Oh god. No, I ain't eating that. Tastes old and like it's been in a refrigerator for too long or something. See if we can get this taste out of our mouth with these freaking crackers. Let's see if these are as dry as American crackers. Good lord. Oh, worse. That thing's a freaking brick. Look. Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's our setup for tonight. We got our thermocell going. We got our stuff staged under our bed. Ugh, the MRE messed my stomach up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my ass to bed. Oh, my stomach is churning. Today, we're going to be at the end of this road in this residential neighborhood. All right, everybody. Well, that's home for the night. I want to introduce y'all to a familiar face. Good buddies back for this camp.
What's up, everybody?
Excited to have somebody along. Everybody knows that buddy camping is the way to go. I also got Cody from Southern Riddlers. You remember him for the lake video and the rain video from not too long ago. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, have some buddies along to try one of these crazy MREs with me. This is a humanitarian daily ration. Has 24 hours worth of food. This is what we drop into like Africa and like places that have problems with like feeding their people in the military. This is what we feed to anybody whose country we're occupying at the time. So I figured to want to see what our country provides to people who are doing without. Oatmeal cookie. Oatmeal cookie is gonna be awesome. MRE crackers, peas, and tomato sauce. Oh god, I can't stand peas, people. Shortbread cookie. This is the peas and tomatoes. Got a peanut butter packet. This is rice with vegetables. Oh boy. That looks nasty. Alright. We're gonna pass this around and everybody try it, or what?
Sure.
I don't think I want to.
You're gonna need to though. You got to. That's awful, dude. That's so
No, I
bad.
don't want
You gotta eat it like this is what America would be dropping us if there was an apocalypse or something crazy and we were surviving. It's awful. Tastes like old Bojangles dirty rice.
That actually ain't too bad.
Oh, it'd definitely be better heated up. It's definitely meant to be heated up.
Oh, if it was heated up, I'd eat this.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
not too bad.
I'd eat that.
Good?
I'd eat it too, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
not bad at all.
that actually was delightful. Let's get into showing you guys. Got the thermocell going there. Where we're camping for the night. We got the OG pad here. Good buddy's gonna sleep on. And then we got the cot with the fleece blanket and pillow that I carry with me to a lot of places. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we gonna knock out here, get some sleep. Got Cody right there. Good buddy holding the light. Thank y'all for sticking around. Today, we're gonna be camping out next to this Tractor Supply. Gonna get down to this camping area here. As you can see, it's there's a car wash right there, pretty busy road next to me. Just gonna do something basic here. Just a little Chicken and dumplings, because Tractor Supply was started in North Dakota, and chicken and dumplings, they call it something else, but chicken and dumplings is one of their favorite dishes up there, so I figured why not eat it. Just a couple little fun facts about Tractor Supply. They have 2,000 stores open nationwide. They started in North Dakota, and their main, I guess, corporate building or whatever is out of Tennessee. They're on the NASDAQ, which means that they're a freaking Fortune 500 company. Yeah, just a little something, a little history on, well, information at least, on where we're camping tonight. It's the picture of my camp there. Got the thermocell set up. Got everything staged under my bed. Got a beer going in my sleeping area. This should be a relatively fun and good night. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, starting to get a good bubble going on. From what I see right off the rip, there's some green beans and carrots in this. Show you the finishing product here. Like I said, I'm not used to chicken and dumplings with green beans and carrots in it like that, and peas. I'm not a very big pea fan. You got some dumpling here, a little bit of chicken, and a carrot. Pretty hot though. It burned the holy god out of myself. Alright, so this ain't the best. Dumplings are a little bit soggy more than they are soft and delicious. Some of the best chicken and dumplings I ever had come from my mom's, one of my mom's really good friends. Still to this day, the best chicken and dumplings I've ever had. You know, what can you expect out of a can? Never can expect out of a can what you expect out of your kitchen. Today, we're going to be camping out in Cody's Woods like we did not too long ago, around about a month. We're going to be setting up our camp right here. Got our fire hole that's still somewhat here. We got some footprints set, so I figured what better place to come and get some Cinco de Mayo footage and cook some delicious food than right here. We're going to have some beers and just genuinely enjoy being out here in the woods as the spring months turn to summer months, and as the weather gets a little warmer. We got a whippoorwill out here making some noise. Getting our fire started up here. You got some of that green dried out moss that you can find pretty much anywhere. You see how good that burns? Got a good buddy here with the light. And we're gonna get this fired up. Even though it's super warm out here, we still need some light. Alright, ladies and gents, as you can see, we got some pretty good sized steak tips, because my goofy ass did not bring out any knives to cut them with. We got this queso here that we're gonna put inside of this pan with these. Alright, so this meat is cooking down, and put some of that queso in it here in a minute. We're to the point where we're gonna put some of our steak in our queso here. Just something easy to do when you're out in the woods, hanging out with your buddies, having a few beers. You want a taco for Cinco de Mayo. So let's see how I did. This is the first time trying this queso. Not terribly too hot. Queso is actually pretty delicious. Now that is a proper Cinco de Mayo taco. Might not be the best or have all the greatest stuff on there, but it'll do when we're out here in the woods doing this little buddy camp. Today we're on the roof of a Dollar Tree. As you can see, we got some farmland out here. We're out in Lexington, South Carolina, pretty deep back down the #1 highway right there. As you can see, the cars going by, so definitely gotta be stealthy. And right there where you see those little train units, there's also a police substation. So we got to be quiet until they decide to go home, if and when they do. I'm not entirely sure what they're growing in that field out there. Me and Awesome Cousin was trying to figure out. It's either broccoli or kale. Yeah, who knows? Well, that brings us to our cooking segment. But today, we're not gonna cook. We're gonna snack. Got a couple of things from the Dollar Tree, which is right below me right now. First thing, some chicken salad in a can. I don't know how that's gonna be, but let's hope it's good at least, you know. We got the best freaking Lance's Captain Wafers there ever is, the cream cheese and chives. Then something that I used to get in MREs when I was in the Marine Corps, which I doubt that they still put in there now, which was just plain, is corn nuts. But I got the ranch corn nuts, so these should be pretty good. We're gonna give those a go and see how they are. All of these items that I'm showing you are $1.25. Then for dessert, we got some Haribo gummy bears. My favorite gummy bears of all time. When I was a youngin', I had a friend that my stepdad had a friend who worked as an electrician with him, who had a son from Germany that he had while he was in the army. And that kid brought me some real Haribo freaking gummy bears, and it'll change your world, I'm telling you. These are what corn nuts look like, though, if you ain't never had any. Next, we're gonna bust to our chicken salad. I'm a Bumblebee guy, personally. My favorite Bumblebee ones from Walmart. That's bringing back some bad memories. It looks like that Polish MRE that we ate together. And then they sent you some crackers and this hilarious little spoon. In my hands, the thing, it's so tiny. Well, it smells like it's still good. That's what it looks like there. Get us a nice cracker here. Scoop us up a good sized dollop. Smack it on a cracker, dude. Dollar Tree chicken salad, not the best, that's for sure. Oh, God dang. Oh my goodness, gosh dang it. That is not good at all. The Bumblebee stuff you get from Walmart, top of the line compared to that. Oh my God. That's a strong aftertaste, people. Do not eat the dollar store chicken salad. Today, I'm gonna do things a little bit differently. I'm going to just hang out next to the house here, have a couple of brews, and cook some delicious food, and have a heart-to-heart with all of my wonderful fans. Well, I wouldn't say fans, but supporters, you know, subscribers. Today, which is Thursday, my channel, Tango Kilo Sierra, reached over 1,000 subscribers. I can't tell you guys how thankful I am for that. That is beyond my wildest dreams. 0 to 1,000 subscribers in less than 7 months. So our first sandwich that we're gonna do, which you can see we've already got one side done, is gonna be pork and beef bologna with some white cheddar cheese. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we're getting pretty close. Now I'm gonna hit it with some of that Cajun two-step. I've been really getting into this guy cooking lately. He does a lot of like good stuff for his community, and gets into a lot of awesome stuff cooking his crawfish and stuff like that. The seasoning goes great with everything. I've tried it on pizza, seafood, you know, just regular anything. It's delicious. I'm not sponsored by him, but boy, well, I like to be. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's our final product. About to cut it in half here, see how good it looks. Oh yeah, that cheese looks delicious. It's hard to work the GoPro with greasy hands though. Bologna is wonderful. Very delicious. Definitely always get the deli slice. All right, ladies and gents, we got this, our hot ham and cheese sandwich done. Oh yeah, yeah.
That's good. A ham and cheese sandwich. I accidentally burnt one side a little bit, but that's okay. A Cajun two-step is still delicious. Regular delicious yellow mustard. Fold that up since I burnt the other side of the other one. Absolutely amazing, people. Today we're doing our first extreme heat video. It's gonna be about 103, 104 today with a real feel of around 108, 110 degrees. As you can see, area is pretty shaded, but not shaded enough, so I got a couple things from Walmart that's gonna help us remedy that. But we got a $20 donation from my other awesome cousin. But with her money, I got me a new chair. Plus, it has a cooler built in to the armrest, so I can keep my beers cold. And it's got a bottle opener for anybody who decides to use the bottle. We're sitting at about 91 degrees with 33% humidity. It's not too hard to breathe out here, but yet it's only, you know, around, what does it say? 130, so the heat of the day hasn't really set in, nor has the humidity. Just in the time it took me to go get the gear, we're already at 96 degrees. Right off the bat, these bungee cords are pretty nice. I had to use all 4 of them to link this corner, keep it nice for the shades. You can see, makes a good square where there used to be, you know, sunshine. We're up to 101 at 1:51 in the afternoon. It's just gonna get worse. All right, ladies and gents, the shade back there is working great. It is about 105 degrees at 2:30 in the afternoon. Phew, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what this says. 117 at 3 o'clock. Gosh dang. All right, it's done dropped under 100 degrees. Finally cooling off. It has officially dropped under 90 degrees. It's about 8 o'clock at night. Freaking 89 degrees, 34% humidity. It's actually starting to get bearable. Still sweating a little bit just from the sun I got today, but doing good. What I'm gonna use, seeing how this is gonna be a surf and turf type thing, this is a Cajun two-step that you've seen on my video before we went to New York. This stuff is awesome. I've eaten it on a lot of things. I'm gonna give it a good little dust in there. It's good on everything. And it's awesome that they sell it in the South. That's gonna be good. All right. Gotten pretty deep into that burger there. Pretty good. I like the surf and turf. It goes together real well. That is wonderful. And yeah, pretty satisfied with the way this worked out. Today is my birthday episode. I've got Goober number 1, good buddy there.
What's up, everybody?
And then Cody back there in the woods talking to his papa. We're gonna camp out this awesome giant camping spot that only cost me $20 at the Congaree National Swamp, which is a steal if you've ever been camping at any camping areas. Hello, my name is Tyler, and this is my crib. It's huge. Sleeps like 10 dudes. 10 whoever, it ain't gotta be dudes. It sounded weird. Good buddy brought me a gift today. Thank you very much, man. Appreciates the holy crap out of that. Can't wait to see what it is. Oh man, would you look at that. That is a honker right there, boy. Put that in the freezer and have you a good old cold brew. Thanks, man. That is a freaking, you could kill somebody with that damn thing. That's like an old freaking like ashtray your grandmama used to have. That's
Right.
built well. Thanks, good bud. Here we go. Ooh,
Nice.
stuck it right in that tree. All right, so just for a little birthday send-off until we get our cooking segment, to all the real bros. It's always been here for me. I'll always be here for you guys, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Cheers.
sir.
Happy
Cheers.
birthday, Tyler.
Thanks, buddy. I think we found Bigfoot. He's wearing an MTV shirt. He looked at us. He looked at us. He looked at us. Having us a little hiking beer here.
I'm gonna down right there, see where the shit's not on the top.
Oh, that's some nasty looking swamp. All right, so what we got cooked here, we're cooking up here, which is going slowly but surely now the fire's burned down a little bit. Is some cut up London broil that I bought today. We're gonna cook this up, and then we're gonna have Joe, once the fire burns down a little bit, get over here and whip us up some cheese eggs with some two-step freaking seasoning. And then we're gonna mix it all together and see how that turns out. Cajun two-step is where it's at. Give it a good little dust in there. Pretty dang good. How you feel? Decent seasoning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a good buddy back here, and Cody over there with the light. We're gonna see how he feels about his steak and eggs. Steak cooked by me, eggs cooked by Joe. Joe
Look at that.
makes the best effing eggs, dude.
What a wonderful bite.
Let's let him get that down. How's it? That Cajun two-step just sets it off, huh?
Immaculate.
Joe, I just got that on film. How about that? Hello, everyone, and welcome to our 33rd installment of Tango Kilo Sierra. Today, we're in this patch of woods here, next to an abandoned Chick-fil-A. It's not abandoned, it just recently went up for sale. It was a Chick-fil-A that was built here between 91 and 92. It's the oldest Chick-fil-A in South Carolina. Chick-fil-A originated in Georgia. As you can see, some of the reminiscences of what used to be here. It's their walk-in coolers up there. I wish I could have got up here, but it's supposed to rain tonight. As you can see, the overcast is pretty thick around that way, especially those clouds. Yeah, you can tell it's decommissioned and shut down pretty good. our setup for tonight. This is kind of a ritzy neighborhood off this way, kind of like a more upscale apartment complex, so I'm not really worried about this trail. It's the trail behind my cot there, and then that trail over there. But that goes pretty deep in the woods, so I'll pretty much see anybody coming from that way. Alright, so I am right there where that little blue dot is. I don't know if you can see it too good. Little blue dot. So, it's a lot of rain headed this way. It's gonna rain for a while. So I'm gonna wrap this up at the house. Unfortunately, I'm still gonna cook for you guys though. I'm still gonna do what I can do. But damn if leaving this Chick-fil-A behind isn't kind of crappy and sucky. It wasn't supposed to rain today. It was a 14% chance of rain today. It's a 58% tomorrow. I figured it would hold off, but I don't know, guys. Goes the storm, guys. When I got out the woods, that'd have been right on top of me and we would have been doused. Today, what we're gonna have on the menu is the state food of Georgia, which is where the first Chick-fil-A was ever like opened. You know what I'm saying? Very first Chick-fil-A. And we're gonna be doing some grits. We've also got, which we're gonna be throwing in there as we're mixing it up with some hot water, our already cooked Jimmy Dean's original freaking pork sausage patties. Now we're gonna mix that in. What we have here, ladies and gentlemen, after it finishes melting, and it has thickened up pretty good since the water's cooled off a little bit, is grits with bacon, sausage pieces, and some cheese. All right, let's see how good this is. Cheers, everyone. Man, if that don't take you back to grade school, I don't know what will. Big bite. Getting in my beard, guys. So today we're in just a patch of woods. Get camp set up, get the duffel bag pulled out, and I've got something I'm gonna review for you. That's from Academy Sports. That is pretty cool. Over here is what we're gonna be setting up later as far as the tent goes. This was around $40, $38 and some change, so around closer to $40. What we got here is a tent that's made by Magellan. It's a one-man tent, and it's supposed to be a pretty quick setup. Comes with a rain fly and everything. It says it features simple 2-pole configuration. It keeps tent lightweight and compact, and covered entry and attached rain fly for rain protection. Mesh roof for when you don't need it in the rain, which we're going to use the rain fly tonight. And it's about 8 feet in length, and increased comfort and storage, which is the main reason we bought it, was for storage. All right, so we got all this busted out. Roll out this tent here. It came in with this built-in rain fly. As far as stealth camping goes, I might have to find some spray paint or something, because that's pretty bright. We got 11 stakes, 10 stakes here. We've got our one solid pole, and then this looks like a little door, the door stick there, and that all comes in one solid piece also. Find the zipper. That's a pretty spacious little tent, and it has no zipper at the bottom, which I like because I've had these one-man tents before, and that is always a good thing to have, is that zipped off, so where you can just zip it at the top. I'd probably sleep with my head towards the door, like so, just so I could have easy access to get out and take a whiz or anything. But I'm about 6 foot tall, and this fits me just fine.
So Cody just put the camo netting that Tango has.
That's awesome.
It kind of helps with the color.
Yep. Still pretty visible. We need to get some of that stuff that you put up in a deer stand. That's pretty sun bleached too, because we've had it for a while. Just to show you, just a reference, Cody is 6'5", and that dude fits in there just perfectly.
Yeah, definitely.
It'd be a little tight with our gear, but
with the gear it'd be a little rough.
You can make it work, I think.
Yeah.
You can definitely fit some gear here on the
Yeah.
side.
If it was real cold or raining real hard, yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of like headroom and stuff, you know.
So as far
I mean, you would be good. I mean,
as
really.
visibility, it sucks, but for the longevity of the room that you have in a dry area,
It ain't bad.
that right there is
We got a
freaking,
book bag in here
for
already.
$40, that's a lot of room. And I like it's in the shape of a bivvy.
It's a little harder to
Like
set up.
your feet are definitely meant to go on the smaller end, your head at the bigger end. We're back, and who are we back with? Good buddy, just like we started with over a year ago at the end of September. So thank you everyone who's been with us for a year. We're freaking can't wait for another, you know, years and years to come. So keep it up, we appreciate it. We got our gazebo set up. What we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap some tarps around this to try to keep us warm, because it's gonna get down to about 48 degrees tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to our box that we're going to freaking review today. This is from nomadic.com. It says thenomadic.com, and then they have at thenomadic on the back. I guess that's their Instagram. This is a box you can buy off of the internet, just like any clothing or subscription box that you find. But that's what it looks like on the inside. You got your mountains here and your little camping backdrop. And this is pretty much random, so you know, they just send you some random stuff. But this is a starter hammock. Holds 300 pounds. You can take it anywhere, and it's rated the #1 greatest first time hammock in the world, which this is my first hammock, so this should be pretty good. It's about 6 inches long, weighs about 2 pounds, so you know, it's not too bad. Maybe 1.5 pounds. Perfect for, you know, stealth camping like we like to do. We got our Sweet Fire strikeable fire starters here. Got your striker there, your instructions on the back, and that's what they look like. Next, we got our patches here. The reason they're already open is because I used one on my Drake jacket, which is back at the truck. They're practically just little plastic adhesive freaking patches that you just put over it, and it's clear, so you know, it fits pretty much anything that you put it on. First things first, super cool box. I enjoy that. We'll see how good the equipment is. So I've got one more coming from this company, and if the equipment's good, then who knows, maybe you guys can subscribe and see about getting your own stealth camping gear from there. Okay, so automatically for the first time, comes with tree straps. That's going to be useful, and it's got their logo on it too. Tree straps for strapping it up in the tree. The bag is a part of the thing itself. It comes with these super awesome carabiners, which are pretty strong too. Bet you those can hold a good amount of weight. So now we got our carabiner turned around because we had it inside out. You've got this little pouch here. It's good for holding your phone or anything of that nature. It says it can hold 300. I'm about 260. Kind of made of some parachute type material. Hopefully I don't fall out of this and break my ass. That would suck. Right off the bat, I mean, just for a hanging out and chilling kind of thing, it's really not bad. I mean, it's just perfect. And I'm almost 300 pounds. You feel what I'm saying? So this thing, worth every freaking dollar that I spent for the box. And we didn't even use the fire starter yet. Easy to get in and out of. I got a bad knee. So this, effing awesome. That brings us to starting our fire here. These came in it, little triangle pieces of fire starter, and let that start up real good. You're gonna want to let it burn for a minute, about like that there, and then you're gonna want to lay it down in your fire. Started that fire up just fine, still burning, doing great. And today, for the first time, I am gonna try to sleep in a hammock. And all I brought out here to sleep on is a hammock. So I'm either going to have to sleep in it or sleep on the ground. So I'm gonna test that out for the very first time ever. So we'll see how that goes, because I'm a big guy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I told you, we're gonna set up the tarp that we got from our nomadic box and rock that out for the night. I am doing it horribly wrong. So, okay, there we go. Other than botching how I just got into here, I feel like this is gonna be comfortable for the night, just as long as I don't toss and turn. I even leaned my head, my legs down like this. That's probably what I'll end up doing. We got our sour cream here. That's gonna go with our Halloween themed stuff also. Got our Fiesta blend. Don't know if you guys are catching on to what we're doing yet, but hopefully you will. Extra lean ground beef, so we ain't making a bunch of grease. Just to let you in on a little secret, we're gonna be cooking quesadillas tonight, but they're gonna be have a special twist on them, along with a couple of other things. Brown it down. We've got our tortilla toasted, as you can see. What I'm gonna do, now we got it toasted, should be able to carve a little triangular thing into it here. That's pretty frightening and weird, you ask me. It looks like a Goofus with just 2 buck teeth like SpongeBob. I might flip it over for a quick second just to cook on jack-o'-lantern face side. Just for a split second. Might be a bad idea, but we're gonna try it anyway. And just for the festiveness of the season, we got some red food coloring. But I figured it'd make it look like blood cream here, and we're dipping our jack-o'-lantern quesadilla in some blood just for the festiveness of the season. I know it's more pink, so it might be more like brains, but still, you get the gist of it. We got our piece of our jack-o'-lantern face. We're gonna dip it in our food coloring, or freaking food coloring. Look at me not being festive. Our brain matter, or whatever you want here.
That crunch. Sounds good.
That is good.
Let's see here. Get some of this brain matter sauce here.
What are we thinking? Pretty good for our first attempt. It can only get better, right?
It was really good, dude.
Awesome.
Good job,
stuff.
buddy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It tastes just like sour cream. Food coloring has no taste. What you think?
Good.
Hell yeah.
Good, ain't it?
Thanks, man.
Good stuff, man.
Good job, man.
Got this tarp set up here. Let me get good buddy repositioning over me in the night. All right, good buddy. If you wouldn't mind, hand me the camera. All right, so I'm in here pretty good. Got this tarp over me. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna give this a run for the night. Hopefully it's pretty comfy, but yeah, we shall see, I guess. So what we're gonna do, we got our tarp here, as we've always had since we pretty much started this channel. We're gonna pull it up and over the top of our gazebo here. We need the front to be as invisible as we can. That way there's a house, but the house goes pretty far back and then up a driveway, so we don't have to worry about that direction. But right through there is where you can see it. Oh yeah, not too shabby at all. Yeah, can't even see it against that tree line barely. That's perfect. All right, so we're gonna get probably 1 or 2 more walls put up, and then we've got one we're going to use as a floor later that we're not going to put up or put down until later, so it doesn't get all wet and messed up. We got another nomadic box, and we're going to pop this open and see what we can see. All right, so first things first is something I've already opened to use, and it's this patch kit here. Then we got the stormproof matches, which are pretty much resilient to getting wet or anything of that nature, you know. We got the pop-up solar pocket light. This is what it looks like when you bring it out. Oh, that's cool. Wow, look at that. That is pretty tight. That actually don't work out too bad. It's still a little dark, but that's pretty good. This right here is what I was thinking about giving away come the turn of the year. This is a fishbone knotless rope tie. If you're not great at tying rope or getting it tight enough, this right here does everything from just slip knots to, you know, keeping things tied down. And that pretty much caps off our nomadic box here. So what we're gonna do is tonight we're going to make something fried. First time for the channel. What we're gonna start with is a little appetizer: string cheese mozzarella sticks. We're gonna cut these in half, and we're gonna throw some of this oil on here and get it hot. We're gonna fry these up in some all-purpose flour. Of course, the Great Value brand. Breadcrumbs just to have some extra added crunch. All right, so we do roll it around in our egg bath here, then in the flour, then back into the egg bath, and then some breadcrumbs. Let's see what we got. This is my first time trying this, so hopefully it goes well. Alright, so we got it starting to fry here. Oh yeah. You just turn them once they start to get that brown crust around them. Alright, these are about good. Let our grease get a little warm, but that's okay. Gonna pull them out. Let them finish cooking off. Down in here. This is what we're working with, people. Looks wonderful. It's very soft. Oh yeah. That is absolutely wonderful.
Nice and
That's
stringy.
awesome.
That
Yeah.
looks good. Look at that.
Alright, so that brings us to our main course. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to fry us up some chicken breast. We're going to take one of these smaller ones here. I'm going to just submerge it in the egg. Alright, soaked in our egg. And we put it in the flour. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got it heated up and starting to fry a little bit here. Just want to make sure that you do it evenly on each side. This one here is looking to be about ready. It's pretty thin, so you ain't got to cook them for too terribly long. We are going to put that on top of our burger. We were going to go with some pimento cheese, but I saw this, I'm like, you know what? It's a brilliant twist to go with some chicken. It's some buffalo style chicken dip. We see a lot of people cook on these things, so we'll give it a try today. What we'll do is maybe just put it like that and see how it works. Oh yeah, that's toasted. That's our top bun. Ooh, about slung it into the ground. Oh yeah, there goes our bottom. That one got a little over toasted. We're gonna tear that in half, put it on top of itself. Still really hot, which is good, because we're gonna want our buffalo chicken dip here to be pretty warm. Then we're gonna put our bun on there, smash it down so it can get up in that grease and get nice and warm. And then see what we got. I didn't cut it all the way there. Oh, how good that looks though. Let's send it. What a wonderful twist. Already in the freaking container. No extra mess to clean up from mixing it up out here. Look how good that is. It's like having a buffalo chicken wing. That right there, top 5 best food we've made out here in these woods. Good?
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.
Cannot go wrong with a buffalo dip chicken sandwich.
Facts.
Delicious.
Well, we're gonna finish these up and we're gonna get our other sandwiches made here. And then we'll see you guys at bedtime. Thank y'all for sticking around.